Hey guys, just wanted to talk to you real quick about something that I'm working on. When I started flying FPV, it was probably about 5-6 months ago, and I picked up a pair of these used in RC groups. They are a pair of Skyzone Sky 01s. And I know they're an old set of goggles, but I got them cheap. They seem to be fine. The screens are good, they fit my face well. They were already modded, as you can see here, to have the Fat Shark faceplate on them, and I was happy with them. I started off flying a tiny whoop, and then went out, to build one of these guys. It's just a ZMR 250. And as I got better and better, I'm not saying that I'm very good at it, but as I got better at flying the ZMR, I realized that the reception on the Skyzone just wasn't gonna do. Even with 500 milliwatts, I wasn't getting any good range, and I was just getting too many dropouts. And then I tried flying with my buddy's Fat Sharks. None of those dropouts. Crystal clear. I could fly out as far as I wanted, no problems. Being kind of new at the hobby, I really didn't want to spend a ton of money. I didn't want to upgrade to Fat Sharks, maybe drop $500. I just wasn't interested in that. But, these goggles have a video in, so why can't I feed a different signal into them? Now, I don't want to build up a ground station. That's a pain in the neck. But what I did was I picked up a cheap Fat Shark receiver, which happened to be the Eachine Pro 58. I flashed the Achilles firmware on there, and I gave it a shot. But what I ended up doing was building this little rig over here. Now I got my patch antenna, I got a omnidirectional antenna, and I got the receiver. The receiver has a little bit of modding done to it, so I get an OSD, but really this would work with any receiver that has some kind of external controls and a screen. And then I made a little bracket out of plexiglass, along with a 3D printed cover to mount it to my Skyzones. This is of course still a work in progress. I want to make a 3D printed piece. I want to get rid of this wood and make this a little bit cleaner, but it's really just a proof of concept. It totally works. Okay, so I just quickly installed it, and it really just installs by popping into the AV out jack and into the audio out jack, and then there's just another hole to actually use the video in. You can look here, you can see the pin out here, and this is standard for all Fat Shark receivers. Starting at the bottom, pin number 9 is a positive in 5 volts. The next pin is not used. The next pin is ground. Then you have audio left and right, and you have video out. And it's really that simple. That's it. If you can wire those up and feed those over to your AV in, you are all set. The only other thing I had to do was on the other side of the goggles. You can see here, I have a voltage regulator. So this takes the input from the battery and knocks it down to 5 volts. This one is adjustable. I have it set to 5 volts. And then there's an output here that goes to the goggles, so it powers the screens. And then there's an output that runs across the front face of my goggles out to this side and powers the receiver. I'm just going to show you it plugging in. You hear the beep from the Skyzones. Rotate around, you see the Achilles Plus firmware loading. And here we go. Now we have the receiver powered up. We got the little toggle controls here. The reception is significantly improved over what the Skyzones did, and it makes it a lot easier to fly. The only other thing I did here was that I added a capacitor. This voltage regulator that I'm using, I think is of kind of low quality. I don't know, it added a lot of noise, and I could see it in the video feed. So adding this capacitor cleaned up that noise. Of course, I could do a cleaner job here to, kind of clean this up so it's not in the way. But like I said, it's all a work in progress. All right, guys, I know that was just a real quick, real simple video, but I just wanted to show you what I was working on. I wanted to show you what was possible. It's really not that hard to get great reception and use Fat Shark modules on non-Fat Shark goggles. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you found this information interesting. Comment down below. Let me know if there's something else I could talk about, if there's some things I missed, if you guys want more details, you guys want less details, just let me know below and hit that like button.